eugenics, leftist, freakazoid, murdered Charlie Kirk. And if you think otherwise, you are either a grifter like Ian Farrell, or you are genuinely too fucking stupid to be allowed to sit at the adult table. Get the fuck out of here! We don't want you!
These people are actually mentally ill, schizophrenics, and want to kill everybody. Maybe we should vote for the orange man.
Half of the Discord administration is, you know, a bunch of furries that are in that shit.
Trump is a Rockefeller Republican. We're not getting into that today, but
Candace Owens wants to destroy TP USA. She's full of shit. She knows she's full of shit. We know she's full of shit.
So, Graham Plattner has a very strong...
His ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Let's get right to it. He one of his ex-girlfriends. There's
I was just trying to find a way to say it. But...
Well, no, sometimes you just need to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
He committed sexual assault against a former partner of his.
Yeah, and this sounds like an actual allegation. Not the shit of, oh, I might have been 35 years ago. No. This does sound a little bit more legit. Now, of course, Plattner is innocent until proven guilty. But this is such a serious allegation. I think even Democrats realize that. Like, oh, this is actually a... Yeah, so Graham Plattner, he sexually assaulted a former girlfriend. The details are horrific. I'm not going to show it here for obvious reasons. But here's the scary part for Democrats and Plattner, and this is why I think they're forcing him out. This is not even the worst story. I can't believe I'm saying that. We're talking fucking rape. And that's not even the worst story. We're not going to say what it is. There are two things. But people have probably heard the Iraq one. I'm not going to get into details on that. That is a rumor that I just heard about.
Involving an underage woman in a brothel.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. And the other one, I'm not even going to touch the... It's disgusting from what I've heard. So, Graham Plattner, he's done. There is... Even if he stays in the race, he's going to get killed. There is no fucking way. I mean, again, like... And listen, I'm not defending Plattner for any reason, but think about this for a second. These people loved you, and they knew about this shit this entire time. And the millisecond
here's
they
my
turned
guess.
south, but...
I think he's going to drop out, but what I could see is he tries to make a deal with the party to where if they don't put up Troy Jackson or some other progressive, then he's gonna basically go down with the ship.
I could see him doing that because you have until I think July 13th, I think, right?
Yes, the second Monday of July.
It's like 5 p.m. Eastern. You have until then.
5 p.m. Eastern, yeah.
Yeah, North Carolina Patriots said so, yeah.
He has exactly an hour less than a week away from now.
Yeah. That's the issue here, and you got to find somebody that's willing to take this huge risk because at this point I think Collins is going to be she's going to win re-election. I don't see how she loses at this point. How?
And there were a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is going to be Collins' worst performance yet."
Yeah.
If not saying that Collins is just going to lose outright. Like, okay, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, at this point, like, whoever she goes against, whether it's, well, Mills would just piss a lot of people off. But I'm
Mills, who's uninspiring and would probably run the laziest campaign known to man.
Oh my gosh, it'd just be awful.
Troy Jackson, who's basically progressive, but at least as of now, without the baggage. So I'd say, I guess, if you... Dems would probably have to put up Troy Jackson if they want a chance. Because Janet Mills is not even going to try.
And Troy Jackson, I don't think, like, I don't think he can rally the base at this point. Until, I would say, like, the AP or Fox or whoever reports it, it's still in speculation. Well, the dude's not been seen since, what, the middle of June? Early June?
May. Mid-May, early June. He has not been seen for a month.
Yeah, and there's a correspondent on Capitol Hill saying that she's at the hospital that McConnell's at. And allegedly he's brain dead. Mitch McConnell is allegedly brain dead.
I want to point something out here. I want to point something out before we go any further. I want people to keep this in mind. Hey, what's up, Luke? I want people to keep this in mind. If Mitch McConnell had done the sensible thing and retired in 2020, he would be remembered as a hero for the Republican Party, because despite all of his shit, he would have been the one to get us Amy Coney Barrett. He would have been the one to get us a third Supreme Court justice in 5 weeks before the 2020 election and the big steal. Mitch McConnell could have gone down as, yeah, he was a mediocre establishment politician, but at the end of the day, he came through for Trump and the Republican Party. He got us the Supreme Court justice that we needed. And that would have been it.
Yeah, he should. Instead, I don't get why he didn't do that. That's just stupid.
Because he wanted to remain in power. Mitch McConnell could have had one of the best closing notes to a Senate Majority Leader in American history. But he was like, nah, fam, I'm going to stay in office. And now he's literally a brain-dead tortoise waiting to be pulled off of his life.
He could have spent all...
Capitol Hill correspondent.
This is the worst part about this. He could have spent all this time with his family in Kentucky. Because he was... Even before the last couple of years, he was getting up there in age. He's, what, 82 now or whatever?
Yeah.
He's older
than Trump. He's older than Trump. What happened to a vote blue no matter who? Am I right?
Well, that's starting to die, I think. But
well, yeah, that's starting to die because all the centrist Dems are realized, oh, shit.
These people are crazy.
These people that we've been enabling for the longest fucking time, what do you mean they actually want to fucking kill us?
It's like, no, wait, these people were actually mentally ill, schizophrenics that want to kill everybody. Maybe we should vote for the Orange Man. Maybe the Orange Man wasn't too bad.
It's too late. It's too late. And like I said on stream last week, all of this could have been prevented if they had just worked with Trump.
All they had to do was support border funding. That's all they had to freaking do.
All they had to do was work with Trump on ERO. All they had to do was work with Trump on border funding. Trump would have been open to a lot of different things. I do think Trump probably would have been open to working with Democrats if they had approached him with a halfway reform for like Medicare, Medicaid. But no,
they couldn't help themselves. They could have actually done a lot of good, and they didn't.
And then they stole the 2020 election, imported millions of people who thought that would vote for them. Now they're voting for their own ilk.
Yeah,
like, congratulations, you got underwhelming gains in the 2022 midterms at the exchange of importing over millions of people who are voting for the underclass, who are voting for the Bandung Conference to overtake your party. Like, it took them 4 fucking years. Sorry, it took them 6 fucking years to go from having control over their party to letting people who just got into the country less than 4 fucking years ago taking total control. Like, I don't know what to tell you other than congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, you play yourself.
First day of the preliminary hearings, and then the trial will follow.
Yes, so I don't really watch most of it. I've watched tiny bits here and there. Robinson was seen laughing in the court when Eric Kirk was like crying and stuff. So that's what we're dealing with here. Go on, sir.
If you believe anybody other than Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk, with how Robinson is acting, with all the overwhelming legal evidence, and you still choose to believe the state of Israel or the American deep state or Donald Trump or whoever the fuck killed him, you are a psychic casualty and you deserve to be laughed at for all the days of your life. It is clear as day. Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk, and by the time this preliminary hearing is done and the actual case begins, people are going to go, oh shit. And you're going to have all these idiots like Tucker Carlson and
Candace Owens, MTG is up. MTG's now pushing it.
Joe
Thomas
Kent.
Matthew, Joe Kent, all of these people, they're going to be proven that they're clowns, should be taken serious, because they're not adults.
All right, American Note for 2. Did Candace Owens make a new Charlie Kirk claim? No, she's just defending Robinson now. Like, we're past the stage of, oh, there's some questions with the shooting and stuff. No, she's just saying, Robinson's innocent, and the whole trial's a scam. Like, this is what she said. This is real. Anybody can look this up. Today, the Tyler Robinson show trial begins. She's upset they're having a preliminary hearing to just get to trial. If this was a bullshit process,
because she wants Tyler Robinson to walk clean.
Yeah, she does.
Because she genuinely believes her friend was killed by Israel. She's fucking crazy. She's crazy.
Yeah.
She wants Tyler Robinson free. She wants Erica Kirk behind bars. And
well, yeah. And I see a tweet you brought up from
and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I saw this. Like Cam Higby posted this. Like this is the people we're dealing with now. And the guy's name is Truth. And this is what he says. Erica Kirk should be on trial, not Tyler. I swear to God, Candace Owens, if you get Robinson off the hook, you get one... Because all you need is one schizophrenic...
Okay, I also don't want to doom on this, because Tyler Robinson, I highly...
Well, no, listen. All you need is one schizophrenic juror on the jury. That's all you need. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there are plenty of crazy people out there now. I know it is Utah, it's a little bit different, but you have nutcases like this saying...
There are a lot of people who are here just to grift. It doesn't matter if it's Massey and Green and Mace and Bobert and whatnot about the Epstein files. Candace Owens, who is legitimately worse than Judas Iscariot at this point, because at least Judas Iscariot had a fucking sense of grief when he betrayed his best fucking friend in Tucker Carlson and all these people. The right has been gripped by these just insane psychic casualties who are just going out and saying the most insane fucking shit imaginable because it generates their clicks. Charlie Kirk, a morally upstanding Christian man who supported positions that have now been mainstreamed in his martyrdom and his death, all shit posting aside, was murdered in front of his wife and children because a dysgenic freak who thought that they were a female even though they had a penis was convinced by his fellow group of dysgenic freaks who wanted to mutilate their genitals that he should go kill somebody. And you have people who are now making profit off of it. People make jokes about it. I agree with John Doyle. People shouldn't be making fun of this shit.
Yeah.
Actual sex abuse victims from the Epstein cabal have gone untestified. People are getting away with this shit. People are benefiting off of the death of Charlie Kirk because we have an issue with grifters who want to spin shit and make personal profit, and that is not acceptable in any capacity. And if you believe sociopathic, I don't fucking know. But if you can't see that, no, let me fucking...
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna fucking end here, because this shit's pissing me the fuck off. I'm so fucking sick. I have been listening to this fucking shit for months. I can't open my Twitter feed without certain people harping on about the fucking Epstein class or the beekeepers or how Charlie... Like, I have a fuck ton of friends who are unfortunately fall into this shit. It is clear as fucking day. It is clear as fucking day. Charlie Kirk was killed by Tyler Robinson because Tyler Robinson is a dysgenic fucking leftist freak, and his boyfriend is a dysgenic leftist freak who, by the way, mysteriously disappeared and dropped off the face of the earth after Robinson committed this murder. Very funny how that works. And he was connected to a group that was connected to the people who have now been federally charged, prosecuted, and sentenced for the murder of somebody and the attack at an ICE facility in North Texas, who were connected to another group who were connected to the Chinese and Cuban communist governments. This shit, these are organized leftist terrorist attacks, even if it is loosely described, even if it is loosely associated, if it is even loose association with the John Brown gun club or whatever the fuck. These things are connected. These people are in a psychic network of sorts, for a lack of better words, where they genuinely think every right winger is this fascist fucking something or whatever. Charlie Kirk was as center right as you can get until the months leading up to his death. He was as normie as you can get. And the fact that this upstanding Christian man who didn't really do much wrong was murdered in front of his child, his wife, and his children. And his so-called, yeah, exactly, American nerd for people buy that everything want to be like JFK. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everything needs to be like JFK. Everything needs to be a fucking conspiracy. It's cape shit. Thank you. That's the word. It's cape shit. Because people want to cling on to this idea that if they expose this one big fucking problem, the Republic is saved, we defeated the evil Democrat. No, this is not gonna fucking happen like that. They are a dysgenic fucking group of freaks who want to murder people that disagree with them for saying, you can't cut your fucking genitals off. You can't go cut your fucking cock off, buddy, because you were born a male, and that's not how essential biology works. That is not how chromosomes work. These people are relativists in the most absolute sense. They think nothing fucking matters, and if you dare fucking counter-signal them, they will blow your head off. They will have as much glee for killing you and raping your fucking children and family members and killing them as they did Charlie Kirk. And if, my friends, if that is not enough to scare the fuck out of you and make you want to actually defeat these crazy fucking people, then you
actually drop out. I thought so. He kind of did too, but it's funny how he did drop out. You actually read it between the lines. It's kind of funny, but we'll get to that. JB for 5. A bunch of progressives who previously backed Plattner are running. The main Democrats might still be cooked. Yeah, so let's get to the big story. Graham Plattner has officially dropped. Well, not officially.
Because I'm tired of talking about him every 2 minutes. I'm glad he's dropped out at this point. Like, even if it's worse for the race, like, I'm tired of hearing about him every 2 milliseconds.
Here's the thing, though. He has not actually filed the paperwork just yet. Even though he said he was going to, he hasn't. And in fact, the Secretary of State even said that it is not official until he actually signs the paperwork and turns it in himself. And so far, that hasn't happened. So, yeah, he has technically withdrawn. It is not official. And that's where things get kind of funny, because if you actually listen to what he said during his garbage announcement, did you guys catch on to what he was saying?
Yeah. He didn't give a specific deadline for when he said he'd be resigning. Or not resigning, withdrawing.
That is the thing. You read between the lines, he was saying it's... Again, I'm not saying that he's not going to not drop out. He's going to drop out. I think that's guaranteed. But when you actually read what he said and listen to what he said, he's saying, yeah, I'm going to eventually file the paperwork, and he doesn't give a specific date. And he also gave a warning that he wants the Democrat Party to do what he called a fair and open process, or whatever the words he used. For those that don't know, they have all but confirmed they're not doing a primary or a caucus. They're doing a convention. And you can probably guess where this is going. Because with a convention, who does that benefit the most in the Democrat Party? Who does that benefit?
The centrist Democrats.
Yeah, the corporatist wing. It screws over the progressive wing, the Plattners, the Troy Jacksons.
Again,
they did not want a convention.
Plattner, Graham,
I need to disagree with one of your takes there. People aren't ready for this conversation, but Trump is a Rockefeller Republican. We're not getting into that today, but I'm going to do a whole video on that.
I get.
Okay.
I get where you're coming.
Hold on. No, I actually completely agree with you, Luke. I meant like in the Senate. Like, she's allowed to Rockefeller.
I got you.
I'm going to say...
I wholeheartedly agree. Trump is a Rockefeller Republican. He's a 90s Democrat that is just, like, very pro-life. But elsewise, yes. No, I agree. Trump's
He's not even really pro-life. This is the guy who held all the Republicans... all the Republican delegates in 2024 in a room and took away their phones until they took the anti-abortion, like, hardline stuff out of the party platform. So he's not even...
You know what I meant. Regardless.
All right, anyways.
Real evidence points to Charlie Kirk being murdered by Tyler Robinson. DNA evidence overwhelmingly supports it. Video evidence overwhelmingly supports it. GPS tracking and message logging overwhelmingly supports it. Everything supports it. The only thing we don't know is that for certain. The only thing we don't know for certain is who was Tyler Robinson messaging on Discord. Who was Tyler Robinson talking to on Discord? But we don't know who. We don't know who.
Who are the people that showed up to his house?
We know who these people are, not in specifics, but the broad strokes. You know who they are? They are these same crazy leftists who go on Twitter, they dox people, they have the same dysgenic fucking profiles. They call themselves puppy girls, that call themselves femboys, that call themselves trans femmes, shit like that. It's the same nihilistic, mentally ill, communist death cult that propagates itself and festers in Discord chat message groups, on Twitter and their safe spaces, on these Signal group chats that we know not just is involved with Tyler Robinson, but also involved with the John Brown Gun Club shooting at the North Texas ICE facility on July 4th, 2025. These various groups that have been found sentenced by the FBI for what they have done. We don't know the specific people, but it's the same fucking story.
It's the same group. It's the same fucking group.
It's the same broad strokes over and over. Anarcho-tyrannical, gay, race, communist, transgender leftists who want you dead, who shot...
This was pre-planned. He knew that was going to happen.
Who are the people?
People assisted him with it.
Showed up at his house. Who are the people that showed up at his house?
Exactly. Why are there people
on Discord?
What?
You know who it is? It's the same people. I said this yesterday. Ye was not here, so I'll briefly repeat this. We already know that Tyler Robinson and his boyfriend and their broader friend group as a whole are already loosely connected to the John Brown Gun Club that committed the July 4th, 2025 ICE facility shooting, who also have self-admitted ties to the Cuban Communist government. Like, these people are leftist terrorists that are going around manipulating mentally unstable people into doing shit for them, which is why they need to figure out who the fuck these people are, because I guarantee you, if we can figure out who these people are, you can blow open a whole ass fucking network of this shit. Because these people use Twitter and Discord and Signal, and these are all things that are, contrary to popular belief, actually pretty easy to trace back to people with real IP addresses, homes, names, and numbers.
Well, yeah, people don't. I don't think the Trump administration, because they're all a bunch of boomers, they don't really seem to appreciate the fact that this is an organized leftist group being organized online through Discord. I don't think they checked his. Obviously, they did check his Discord. I don't think they traced back people he was talking to, because I think they're too boomer to do so. Like, you need this administrations going forward. They need to have younger people within the admin whose sole duty is saying, hey, there are signs in this case. This is not a lone incident, and we need to go look through this guy's private messages, look through this guy's Discord, go look through this guy's Twitter group chats, and find out if the people that he's been in contact with are part of a more organized group. Because that is probably what it is. And the thing is, you do have to get Discord and people to qualify to comply with this. I'm pretty sure that they probably if Tyler Robinson was part of any Discords that were actively doing this, he was probably kicked from that server as soon as everything dropped, because they didn't want the FBI to go through his Discord account and see him in these servers.
I will say this: I have been using Discord since before Charlottesville. I remember Discord more than eagerly cooperating with certain state and federal government agencies in order to trace back messages. The reason Discord is so fucking whole hog on being able to, yes, you can actually trace back messages and tie it to any user ID, is because of the Charlottesville incident, and now it could potentially bite them in their fucking ass after running cover for leftists for so long, because now we can tell Discord, hey, we are going to fucking destroy you if you do not cooperate with us finding these leftist terrorist cells. And I really honestly wouldn't be surprised if people in Discord were actively helping in covering shit up.
Yes, that
Discord is known. Like, need I remind you, back in 22, I know you guys were here for this in 21, 22, where they made furry cub CSAM not part of a violation of their TOS.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they
That's a big
said it
story.
I'm pretty sure that stuff is still like federally illegal. Like
It
it's
is.
being drawn. Like it doesn't matter if it's drawn or not. It's still depicting characters that are very obviously children, and that is illegal federally. But in Discord said, no, that's not a violation. It doesn't
Because we
doesn't
said
count.
so. It freaking.
It's because half of the Discord administration is a bunch of furries that are into that shit. All due respect, allegedly in Minecraft or whatever. Don't
Allegedly.
fuck you guys.
Unfortunately, most of these people are too stupid to do that.
Well, they're just, I don't even know if they're too stupid. Like, nobody in this admin is under 30. And I'm not saying, like, I mean, besides, like, like, interns.
There's some staffers
that
and stuff,
that doesn't
yeah.
count. Nobody in charge of policy is under the age of 30. Vance is probably one of the youngest people in the admin in terms of being able to decide what happens.
And he's 43.
He's 43.
42, 43.
And he's not exactly, like, obviously he's part of the tech right, but he's not the type that really kind of understands the Discord stuff. Yeah. The Discord and the Twitter group chats and shit. You need people that are like, you need like these Zoomers that are like, yeah, sure, they're terminally online. You can make fun of them all you want for that. But they do know about organized leftist groups online and can go like, hey, look into this.
Do something.
Get subpoenas from, like, subpoena Discord. Do this and that. Make sure you track everybody that has ever contacted this person, and find out how much they know.
Subpoena Discord, subpoena Twitter, subpoena Facebook, subpoena Signal. Get all of these fucking entities that are known. Like, I mean, like, honestly, after what happened with the Battle of Minneapolis, I don't understand, and especially given that, and I know this for a fact because, I'm in the National Guard. Until recently, Signal was the place for the United States military, notably part of the executive branch that would use that for secure communications. I don't understand why we are not subpoenaing Signal after what happened with Minneapolis, with all of these Antifa cells organizing to try and hurt federal law enforcement.
Well,
and there was also like fucking, and they were like talking to. It doesn't make sense. Something needs to happen.
People understand. Like, also remember, Cam Higby exposed all that shit in Minneapolis. Like,
that's true.
Like all these, they didn't even try to make it secure. They were ran by dumbasses, but it's like they found all these groups. It's like they're talking about how they're gonna bomb like places and stuff. How does nobody investigate that? Is nobody at the DOJ doing anything?
The intelligence and criminal investigation apparatuses of the United States federal government are run by people who are not young enough to fully appreciate and understand where our enemies are right now. We need a lot more young people getting actively involved in these sorts of things, and we need people who are actually able to go and say, hey, Patel, Bailey, fucking Todd Blanche. I am a terminally online intern at the fresh, ripe age of 32 years old. There are people my age who are going around on Discord and on Twitter and on Signal and hat and the fucking press hat who fucking freaks the fuck out. Just no consequences, going on Twitter saying, yeah, we need to blow Elon Musk's head off. Why the fuck are we not doing anything about that? It would be so easy to make an example out of that fucking pervert.
Yeah, like that's all we're asking. Just go after somebody. I get part of that. There are some RICO stuff going on. I get that, but still, telling me that some of these people not been like thrown in prison yet.
That's the thing, right? You don't even you make an example out of one or two people,
and it
will significantly decrease it. These people, and I don't even blame them for this. They think they're invincible. They think they're title card because at the end of the day,
they're title card.
At the end of the day, they have been. Nobody has done anything to these people. They've been able to go on Twitter and go on Discord and talk about killing people that they disagree with, and actually basically doing all but the actual murder itself, and nothing happens to them. There's no system. societal
No,
consequences.
it's not even
There's no legal
necessarily that.
consequences.
It's not even just that. Like, most of the time they can do something like that and get away with it. Like, we don't know who the fuck did the murder of the fucking Brown. No, not yet. No, it wasn't it. Not Brown University. It was the Rhode Island University where the president of the Republican college chapter got fucking murdered. No, we didn't find out who that was.
No,
No one's been
no,
brought to justice.
no. He killed himself in a shipping. What's it called?
Oh yeah, that's right.
In a storage unit.
We
I
need
think
to
is what it was.
investigate. Yeah, we should investigate. Who was this person talking to?
That's the
like
thing. I guarantee you half these people are connected, one way or the other. I guarantee you they're all in these same chats and stuff, and nobody does anything about it, which is just infuriating. But
We know why now Candace Owens has been doing this grift. She doesn't genuinely believe this. Go watch the John Doyle show if you want to hear this.
yeah, I gotta watch that still. I know you're talking
Candace
about
Owens. Candace Owens is trying to actively destroy Turning Point USA because she is upset that she was not immediately given total control over TPUSA because she thought because she is a black female conservative that she is this groundbreaking fucking figure who is doing so much for the conservative movement. Her ego is genuinely so diabolical that she seriously thought that she would just get control of TPUSA. Not Kirk, not any of Charlie's guys. Candace Owens, who Kirk would just hand his phone off to some random TPUSA agent to stall for time and get her to shut up. The understanding was she likes money, so as long as you just give her money or get her involved in something, she's tolerable. But since Kirk's died, now we're in a situation where Candace Owens wants to destroy TPUSA. She's full of shit. She knows she's full of shit. We know she's full of shit. She is lying through her fucking ass and making money off of Kirk's death because the people close to Kirk knew Kirk did not like her and were trying to keep her out, rightfully so, of everything he had built. Candace Owens is an egomaniacal maniac. She is a DEI hire. She's not a smart person. And she seriously thought that after this big fucking thing had happened, it would seriously be situationally appropriate for her to come in and take everything over. Even though Erica Kurtz built more TPUSA than she did with Charlie.
I would remind people, Democrats already have a plan for this, for the whole age. They made their own little Project 2029 thing.
Oh, I saw that.
One of their core promises is they're going to do age verification for social media, which means they're going to dox every single right-winger on Twitter, and they're probably going to go after them. Because at this point,
all these laws...
these people literally want us dead, and so they're going to do everything they can to uncover these people, to dox them, to make them unemployable, and even to go after them criminally. Even if they did nothing wrong. Not leftists.
Yeah, but
leftists are going to be...
I want to bring that up because,
January 6th, what happened to every January... It blows my mind. Go ahead.
No, you go on. Just go.
I was just going to say, what blows my mind, people do not understand January 6th and what happened to all the people that are under the Biden administration. That's not some isolated incident that's never going to happen again. People need to understand the shit that they did with trying people for what happened with January 6th is a test trial for when they do get the power to go after people who are anonymous online. People need to understand that everything that happened to every January 6th person who got prosecuted for a peaceful protest, yes, that is going to happen to every single one of us.
Reverend
Every single
Tyrone.
one of us.
to say, I got a reverend in here.
But yeah, no, like all these laws they make, like in
And
Europe,
black.
they always they exempt only like blue sky. By the way,
He is a black, conservative, DEI female hire who was only put in by Ben Shapiro because Ben Shapiro thought, oh, guess what? I can put in this DEI hire and everyone's gonna fucking flock to my Daily Wire website 10 fucking years ago because the conservative movement
now
has
they're
only
bankrupt.
recently learned, oh, maybe we shouldn't appeal to people who fucking hate us. So now we have the consequences of Ben Shapiro's actions, him disowning his own fucking protege spawn, and we have millions of psychic fucking casualties online with these sons of bitches thinking, Freakazoid murdered Charlie Kirk! And if you think otherwise, you are either a grifter like Ian Carroll, or you are genuinely too fucking stupid to be allowed to sit at the adults table. Get the fuck out of here! We don't want you!
I'm done.
Damn. Lord Rhino for 2. Eric Kurt needs to sue Candace Owens. I agree. Right Guy for 2. The ghost of Charles de Gaulle killed Kirk. That's right, Charles de Gaulle. He did it. Yes, so Christy Noem's getting a divorce. Yay! Hooray! For those that don't know what happened here, her husband was into some weird stuff. As you can tell from this picture, I'm not sure the full thing, but...
So, who has it worse,
Coward.
Christy Noem or Jarvis?
Who has it worse, Christy Noem or Christy Noem's dog? It's the real question.
It's a dog. Yeah, but Chris, for those that don't know, he was into weird stuff, and apparently there might have been blackmail.
He was
involved.
cross-dressing. He's a tranny freak.
Yeah. So, Christy Goya and Greg Goivino. Oh my gosh.
Which, by the way, fuck Greg Bavino. That's all.
It is so funny that that dude's name is fucking
literally
bovine.
cattle.
Literally cattle. They're calling him Goy cattle.
Goy. The Goy cattle. The Goy slop. President Gilbert getting up for 10. I'm still laughing at the fact Candace said how she talks about her and Kirk talking about opening their third eye. Yes, Candace, a born-again Christian talk with something demonic like third eyes. Yeah, that's Hindu shit. The freaking third eye. Guys, Candace, Charlie Kirk got a third eye, guys.